where are you seeing opportunity at the moment, Victor?
I think my stock pick would be Richemont. I think it's a very well-run luxury business. Yes, it has had hiccups in the past, like going into online retail and so on, but it owns the most prestigious luxury jewelry brands in the world, brands that are, because of the heritage and the innovation, uh, very hard to replicate. So very high competitive moat in the jewelry businesses. Their watchmaking business is not nearly as good as jewelry, but they have strong names in the watchmaking business, which is a lot more competitive. But overall, it's well run. It's got a very strong balance sheet, always run with net cash, and I think that the customer segment that it targets the top 1-2% of high net worth individuals in the world, and we know that that segment of the high net worth population is the segment that's grown its wealth by the highest percentage among all cohorts of high net worth individuals over the past 2 decades. And so, and we continue, as wealth grows both in developed and emerging markets, we'll continue to see their customer group grow. So that bodes well for Richemont going forward. I think it's on a PE of about 22 now. A fair PE, in my view, is about 27. So I think there's a fair amount of upside in the stock.
Okay, let's get your stock pick then. Chantal, what are you hanging your hat on this afternoon?
Well, I'm a bit jealous of Richemont because that is a really great stock pick, Victor. But I'm going to go for an area of the AI thematic that is very unloved at the moment, and that is the software side of things. So Salesforce is probably my preferred pick in software at the moment. These companies are benefiting from AI. They've already made their investments. They're entrenched in the way that businesses globally operate, but they're not being given credit for that at all. These companies are now being seen as being easily replicated or replaced because of the advent of AI, but they're actually utilizing this technology to their advantage and becoming more important to businesses than ever. And if you're a South African investor and you don't have a global trading account, an alternative to Salesforce would be Adobe. Adobe, of course, there's an FNB ETN that gives you exposure on the JSE to Adobe. They're in exactly the same boat.
All right, so Salesforce and Richemont. Chantal, Victor, thanks so much for joining me this afternoon. Now, that was Victor Seanie from Benguela Global Fund Managers and Chantal Marx from FNB Wealth and Investments. Do remember that Stockwatch pre-records on a Monday and Wednesday at 1 p.m. and is live at 6:30 p.m. on a Tuesday and Thursday, while Stockwatch this week is live at 12:30 p.m. on Fridays. Keep that in mind and keep your questions coming. For now, that's all from Stockwatch this week, but do stay tuned for lots more coming up right here on Business Day TV.